Now we will start our second video in which we will cover the first topic, that political science is a master science. Okay, the question can come to you like, who called political science a master science and why? Fine. So whenever you will get this question, your answer will be the father of political science. You know that the father of political science is? It's Aristotle. Okay, so your question was, who called political science a master science? You got the answer. The father of political science, Aristotle, had called political science a master science. Why he called? Now the second question is, why he called this political science a master science? Because polis covered almost all the activities of individual in social institutions. Aristotle defined the scope of polity to include political and social institutions. He did not make any distinction between politics and society. Okay, so it's a very important question, can come to you, in different ways. So now we will move to the next topic. The next topic is vigilant citizens. Fine. So how the question can come to you related to this topic? Question can come in this way, like, vigilant citizens are a must for the successful working of a democracy. Comment. Or you can be asked like a definition of vigilant citizens also. Okay, so I'm repeating the question. Definition of vigilant citizen can be asked to you. And the long question can also come to you like, vigilant citizens are a must for successful working of a democracy. Comment. Fine. So whenever you will receive this question, your answer will be in this form. Fine. Like a vigilant citizens. We know that enlightened citizenship is the first condition for the successful of democracy. If the people of a country lack the quality of deep thinking, they will never be politically conscious. Okay, so they will not be performing their duties properly, and there the democracy will never be a success. So every individual in a democracy must be prepared to perform his duties in a sincere manner. The conferment of the right to vote on a citizen implies that he has the duty to vote and must perform it intelligently. Likewise, he must perform his other duties also. It is not only the government officials who should be honest, who should be impartial, just and efficient, but the citizens should also realize their full responsibility towards the state. So, the citizens should remain alert and protect rights. If their rights are violated, they should raise their voice against it. They should not sit silently for the same. Okay, they should have the habit to raise their questions, raise their voice against the particular things. Student, let's move to the next topic, which is like, some people feel that political theory is like a studying mathematics. Now we will prove this. That question can come to you in this way also, like, what do you think that studying political theory is like studying mathematics? And if you will get this question, you can give 3 reasons for this question. Like, firstly, studying political theory is not like studying mathematics. I can give following reason for you people. First is, unlike in mathematics where there can be a one definition of a triangle or a square, we encounter many definitions of equality or freedom or justice. Means it is its definition, its meaning is not a limit. It's not having any limit. Okay, so it's not bound to a particular definition as in mathematics for triangle and for square we are having a particular definition, but not in political issues or political topics. So second is, this is because terms like equality concern our relationship with other humans and being rather than with things. Human beings, unlike things, have opinions on issues like equality, and many opinions need to be understood harmonized. Okay, so whenever you will get this question that a study of political theory is like a studying of mathematics, it will not be so your answer will be no. You will write in this way, like, no, the studying of mathematics is totally different from political theory. Okay, example of triangle and square you can take it there. okay, as they are having a particular definition, but in political science we are not bound a particular definition or a meaning for the particular topics, as different politicians has given different definition about the particular topics in political science. So we can't say that a political study is a study of mathematics. Okay, so we are going to wind up this session now, and this was all about the chapter number 1 of part 2. We consider a part B book of political science. Till the time, stay blessed, stay home.